beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 29 yards. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And some room to run now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Off play action. Turner. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 13 yards out. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. That's caught by Howard.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Turner. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Turner on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Hanson. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
43 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Turner. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hanson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
First down, Tennessee.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The tackle made by B.J. Hill. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Through one quarter, 14. Our score. Second and 9. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Turner operating from the gun. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Russell Gage there to make the grab, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21. Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he finds Howard complete. 7 yards to pick up there. When you think about the strong safety position, you know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 77 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Turner now, off play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Herbert's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Herbert. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
For 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. Come off the ball, hard. Trap 60, trap 60.
From the 35 on second down. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
You got three down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Again, Herbert. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's Herbert. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. The final shot before break. Turner. A check down here for Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Charger drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain that time for the Chargers. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and that might be Titan football. It is. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Turner. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Turner. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert flushed out right. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
Chargers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's Eckler again. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Single. Keep 15. Watch tight end.
Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. O.J. Howard. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Chargers 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the run.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Mike 34. Scoot. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Play action. It's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
That's taken in by Stewart. Not much there, only a yard. Now it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
On the give, this is Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
1st down and 10 yards.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And now look at him go. The 20. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 16. Herbert. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give, Eckler running to the right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Herbert. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Chargers 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.